Okay guys, welcome back to another Assetto Corsa special event setup video. In this video we're going to be looking at the Italy 1987 special event in the Ferrari F40 tuned version. It's a stage 1 version. So we're going to have a little look at the car. Obviously with it being the tuned version, it's pushing out a little bit more horsepower, so 610 horsepower, weighing just 1,175 kilograms. It's a pretty tricky car to drive, and we're driving it around Mugello, and the time of the day is 2 o'clock, clear weather, 22 degrees. Okay, so we're going to start the lap making sure we get a nice clean exit from the last corner, going into 4th gear and then going flat out over the finishing line. Should be changing gear around the start finishing line, maybe a bit after, going into 5th gear, and then we're going to look to brake very early, just before the 200 board on the left, as you'll come to it just about there, braking just there, going down into 3rd gear, then 2nd gear as we hit the apex of the corner. Just slowly through this corner, be careful on the throttle, then slowly squeeze the throttle in 2nd gear, briefly into 3rd gear, then back down to 2nd gear to get the car in for this apex. Then again you've got to be so careful on the throttle all the way through this, because I upshift to 3rd gear just to dull the back end a bit, and then we can get on the power a little bit earlier in 3rd gear. Coming into the next braking zone, we're going to brake nice and early, going down to 3rd gear from 4th, taking a lot of the curb there so we can get the line for this corner now, so we can get on the power as early as we physically can. Okay, so we're going to go quickly into 4th gear, then back down to 3rd gear for this corner to get the car swinging into the bend nicely, then slowly feed the power through in 3rd gear. Just be cautious on the exit, you can run a little bit wide, staying in 3rd gear as we build the power up. Do not downshift into 2nd gear, stay in 3rd gear all the way through this corner. Use a bit of curb on the left to give the better angle through this corner now. Then once you feel the grips there, put the accelerator down hard in 3rd gear. Then just brake on the white line on the floor there. We're going to brake just before that white line. Staying in 3rd gear through this corner. And then just be cautious on the throttle through this left-hander now. And then once the grip's there, again, build the power through. You've got a bit of curb on the right to work with there. And then into 4th gear very briefly. And then back down to 3rd gear just before the crest of the hill. Down to 2nd gear now for the apex of the corner. Just be very cautious when you're going through this corner. Into 3rd gear early just to dull the power again for that corner, and 4th gear very early for this corner so we can go through the corner nice and smoothly. Then once you feel the grips there, accelerate hard in 4th gear. We're going to brake very early again for this corner now, braking just on that bump marker on the right there you've seen. Staying in 3rd gear for the last corner, just be very cautious on the throttle all the way through the corner. Once the grip's there, accelerate hard out the corner and then into 4th gear. And then we're going to go over the line. It's going to be a 157.8 I think it ends up at, let's see, so a 157.8. we'd already beat the goal time, so this was just a little bit faster just to see if we could just improve on the lap a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have a quick look at the setup. Running the brake balance on 58%. We do actually click that up to 58.5 when we're actually on the track. Medium slick tyres, and brake pressures very low, a little bit low on the rear to stabilise the rear. Cambers very strong to give us as much grip through the corners as we can, and running the toe basically to give us as good a braking as possible. The car's very tricky under braking. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to leave you a quick TV replay from that lap, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you click that like button and subscribe for future videos. Thanks again for watching, guys.